So Adrian Newey is set to be replaced as Aston Martin Team Principal by Audi boss Jonathan Wheatley upon exit of his Audi contract, as Aston Martin look to change things after a disastrous start to the season. We are 2 races into the Formula 1 season, and it's time to reflect a bit on what the running order looks like maybe. Certain patterns are starting to emerge, some that we did not expect. One of them being McLaren's 25% success rate of getting their cars to start a race. But one of these patterns that we fully expected is Aston Martin's 100% DNF record. The team's vibrating power unit is ruining their season. And no, I'm not making a vibrating joke. This is a family-friendly channel. This has led to the team being painfully slow so far. Q1 exits on the order. But Saturday is just the only time the team can shine. Then there's the 30 seconds at the start of a race when Fernando Alonso gains a load of positions, including off a hobbling Max Verstappen. But Alonso knows those are the only 30 seconds of his weekend he can enjoy. Shortly after this good start, he'll quickly fall back down the field. And as he drops down the field, things start to get even worse. Suddenly he loses sensation in his hands, and the team will eventually have to retire. This is a pretty bad situation for the team. Even when their car is not breaking down, it's nearly impossible for them to finish any races. The horrendous vibrations make it unbearable for the drivers, as Alonso found out in Shanghai when his hands became numb and he had to lift both his hands off the steering wheel in certain parts of the race. We are unaware until when Aston Martin will be able to finish a race. It is less than 2 weeks until Honda's home Grand Prix, and it is unlikely they're going to be able to fix those vibration problems this early on in the season. This will leave the team and their engine manufacturer humiliated at their home Grand Prix. Now, because of the cancellation of races in the Middle East, there will be a 5-week spring break in the F1 calendar. And the Aston Martin team were probably the only ones in the world relieved when they saw this conflict break out. The next race then is Miami on the 3rd of May, which, as long as ICE agents don't deport the entire F1 community, should go ahead. By this stage of the season, teams start to bring some significant upgrades and start to improve their cars. And so Aston Martin will hope that at least they get some of the vibrations sorted by then. However, the team and Honda have spent years trying to develop this car and engine, so there's no guarantee they'll be able to fix it in just a couple of months. Former Red Bull mechanic Callum Nicholas has suggested that F1 may need to do something and change the rules to solve Aston Martin's problems. They could do this on safety grounds, given how badly the vibrations are possibly damaging the driver's nerves, and given that it's not particularly safe to have drivers taking both hands off the steering wheel. Whatever happens in the next few Grand Prix, we at Race Ready will always back Adrian Newey's designs to get the car to where they want to be. Ultimately, we think he will be the comeback kid eventually, but it might mean that 2026 is a write-off with these problems.